Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Green Bay Packers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to, and they're able to stop him before he could even make it to the 15. In motion comes the tight end left. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
In motion goes the tight end. To throw now, Shuck. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quay Walker leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be out right at the 35. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he is going to have a Saints first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Shuck. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback, maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Shuck now to throw. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Red, yellow, 43. Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love. Now he's going to step up and run. He has it complete to Christian Watson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The Packers at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Edo blue.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he whips that one incomplete there. Matthew Golden, the intended target. 3rd down here. You can look at the Saints defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
No score after one on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Slide through. Seal, black. Let's go. Blaster, 6. Red, 38. Cut.
Going back to Love. Ball was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Set.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Hut, hut.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Zach Bond there on the tackle.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Red, red, yellow, ready. 60, ready.
Love looking to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Come on, come on.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Now they'll change things up.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Malik Willis, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Packers post the 1st points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is going to be Packer football. You know, it's great to be a Pro Bowl quarterback, all-pro wide receiver. Those guys get all the endorsements. But we've seen a lot of guys carve out a great career as a special teams ace.
And it's one of the most important parts of the game. We can talk offense and defense all we want, but the 3rd phase, special teams, that can be the difference between winning and losing. And how about the big play created here? Big-time effort, and that can help his team.
2nd straight week, he's forced to fumble.
Red, cycle. Set, hut.
Now Love. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Love now. 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Drill.
He's going to change the play here.
43. Ready.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Will Shipley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Saints nothing.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Shuck. That is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second and 10. To throw is Shuck. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Shuck again. This one taken in by Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 41-yard line.
They will throw again. Shuck. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Shuck. Looking for Campbell downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun here, Shuck. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Again, it's Shuck. He'll try and do this himself. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told him.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, 72 yards. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is up to 18 now. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Shuck out of the shotgun. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Throwing, Shuck. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. Looking for Campbell downfield. And got his man complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2nd and 11. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
They'll look to throw here on first down. There's a short one caught by Johnson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Nice rhythm fill there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. To throw now, Shuck. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Dobbins is in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
And that's a step in the right direction. This had the feeling of one of those turning point kind of drives. If you come up empty there, it could be a long road back. But they persevered and hung around, and they closed the gap here in the 3rd quarter with their first touchdown of the game.
The point after is good. And it makes the score 21-10. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Red cycle. Here we go. Yep, Edo blue. Blue strike.
Here's Love. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Right side to Watson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode and really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Willis looks to pass it here. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So just 3 yards on the completion there. 3rd and 7 now.
It's 3rd and 7.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
Green Jackets. Red. Yellow. Let's go now. Plastic. Big. 50. Green.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Same target, it's Jacobs again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Here we go. Here we go. 52 blue. Ready?
Love. And he comes back with one complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Packers. Now Folk for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Packers 28, Saints 10.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. And this is going to be intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Red, cycle. Blaster, 6. Set.
Following the interception, Love. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Slide through. Field, black. Quick, set, hunt. 60 red. 60 red. Ready?
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Love looking to throw it. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Smash, red. Drill, green. Ready, ready. 1250, green. Hut.
Throwing. Love. This throw caught right around the 6. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Ready.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And able to get this out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Shuck now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Back to 60, back to 60.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Shuck. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he stopped immediately there.
He was brought down by
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Jack Blue is striker. Black, 95.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Quick slant to Watson. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Love wants to shift things around. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. With that run, double check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just...
And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. On for the extra point is Folk. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Packers 42, Saints 10.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the shotgun, it's Shuck. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now Shuck. Back to the same target, Campbell. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for Green Bay, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the calendar changed October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.